All right, so welcome, FootyFiles family. We're back with another episode 21 for y'all. Last week we did a bit more of an analytical episode. I think this time me and Eamon both are on the same page and wanting to do a more fun segment for you guys, just like we've been doing in the past. And also, we've been discussing making shorter episodes from now on to not bore you guys out too much and keep you guys engaged in the content we post. So with that in mind, Eamon, do you have any comments to add on?
Yeah, congrats to Arsenal. First time champions or first time Prem in some time. Arteta first big trophy since 2020. You guys sold it, man. You sold it. That's all good.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate we let the world down, but yeah, cool. Let's hop right into the segment. The way we're going to be doing this is me and Eamon are going to be going 5 through 1 and ranking players based off specific categories. And we're going to be talking through 5 players that we have like handpicked and ordering them from worst to best, fifth to first. Yeah, going through
In
a
that
list of 5 and
respect,
yeah,
so
in that respective category. So that's a key distinction we're making. It's not based off who's the best player. So before you guys go in the comments and start saying
bro, you
zero
guys
ball knowledge,
talk ball knowledge. Your
yeah,
podcast equipment is way too cheap. Urgh. Shut up.
so
Shut up and
we'll know
listen,
that
bro.
you didn't watch the full episode if you say that in the comments. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Keep that in mind. Yeah, let's get
That's
right into it. All right. So, the first category is
the
we're
most
going to be
press.
ranking players based off who is the most press resistant. So, the 5 players are Romain Lavia, Pedri,
Romain.
Vitinha. Is it Romain?
Romeo.
Oh, really? Yo, I'm about to kill. Rodri and Frankie de Jong. Yeah, I'm about to get bidded for that one all my days.
Yeah, it's all good, bro.
So
Romain lettuce.
we can start with number 5. My number 5 pick is Lavia. I know you're gonna hate me for that one.
Number 5 for me is Rodri. It's not what he's known for.
Absolutely is, but on to the next. De Jong
Really?
is my number 4.
Yeah, I have De Jong as my 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great minds think alike, got a
Same.
little bit of connection right there. Number 3 for me is Vitinha.
Yep, that's my 3. Number 3 is
Oh,
Vitinha.
really?
Yeah, number 3
Okay.
Vitinha.
All right. Cool. Number 2 for me, this is where we don't agree, is my boy Rodri.
Number 2 for me is Pedri, and you know who's coming first.
This guy. My number 1 is Pedri. And
My number 1, Romeo Lavia. And let me tell you something before y'all go to joning on me in the comments. Oh, let me tell y'all something. This joint is not who is the best midfielder. If it was who is the best midfielder, it's an easy argument this guy's going to be 5th out of these 5. But if you are playing in a dysfunctional Chelsea team, look at all these other teams that these players play on. Pedri playing on Barcelona, Rodri playing on Man City, Frankie de Jong on Barcelona, Vitinha playing on PSG. Like, these are like midfields that are worldest of the best midfields in the world. You're playing at Chelsea, a very dysfunctional team, a defense that countlessly makes mistakes. You have to be like at the best of your game. Like, I've seen this guy. I don't think I've ever seen Romeo Lavia get dispossessed, bro. Honest to God, like hands to the sky, bro. During Ramadan, bro. Today, talking about today's Laylatul Qadr, bro. Honest to God, I've never seen him take the ball come off of him, bro. So if we're just talking strictly press resistant, Romeo Lavia, bro. No questions about that, bro. It's not a question. It could be Pedri, maybe, but like I'm gonna give it to Lavia. I'm a Chelsea through and through.
I wholeheartally disagree, but I can see your argument based off Lavia playing in a lot more of a dysfunctional team compared to the rest of the players. A lot of these players play in some of the best teams in the world, and Chelsea is obviously not one of the best teams in the world, as we've seen. So I get it, and he's class. To be fair to him, whenever I do see him, even though it's every 4 months, he does put on like a class performance, and on the ball, he's something else. He's a joy to watch. So fair enough. That's our 5 most press resistant players in order, and we can move on
Sure.
to the next one.
All right,
All
cool.
right.
I'll do it.
So
I'll
then
start.
you want to do the category? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so the next category that we have for you all is who has the best ball striking ability between Kevin De Bruyne, Marcus Rashford, Dominique Soboslai, Federico Valverde, and Son Heung-min. This one was low-key very difficult, but
Very difficult.
yeah, I'll go ahead and start with my 5. My 5 is
Mark,
Marcus Rashford.
really, I have
Drop
him
off.
a lot
There's a
higher up,
fall
to be
off there.
honest.
There's a fall off
Okay,
there.
my number 5 is Son. Yeah.
You're Bro, that's like one of the most two-footed players ever. What are you talking about?
But it's like ball striking. It's not
Bro,
like how
this
good
guy
you are with
had
2 feet.
finesse plus on both of his feet, bro. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. When I think of ball striking, I think of
you
like
think
hitting
just
a
who
ball
could
like
slap it?
purely, yeah, like slapping it,
I mean, I
like hitting
guess,
it
bro.
clean.
I'm
That's
thinking,
that's that's what I'd be basing it off. But
I guess. All right, cool. Who's your four?
4 for me is Soboslai.
Four for me is Son Heung-min.
Okay, I mean we're not that far off. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Number 3 for me is Federico Valverde.
Three for me is Soboslai. And if Valverde is anywhere but one, you're actually fried, bro. Seeing this dude almost take the net off with shots, bro.
I mean he's up there for sure. But I have my number 2 as Marcus Rashford.
Number two for me is Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay, respectable. And my number 1 is my boy KDB, of course.
There's only one right answer to this, bro. Number one, Federico Valverde.
This is recency bias.
It's not. It's not, bro. It's not. We'll pull up the clip of him hitting the shot from 40 yards out, hitting the keeper, or no, hitting the crossbar, hitting the keeper in the back of the head, hitting the crossbar again, and then going into the goal. Do you understand the level of power you have to hit a shot with for it to be up the force to be absorbed by the post, then hit the keeper, and then go back to the post that it originally hit, and then come back and score? Come on, bro. Let's be real. Like, let's be
Nah,
real.
he's up there.
I've never seen none of these players
Honestly,
do that.
nah, KDB has a pretty insane catalog of ball striking.
Nah, that's fair, bro. But I'm saying
And so was like this season.
you're the one that said slapping a ball.
Yeah. Nah,
KDB
KDB
got
properly slaps balls. Like, that sounds
whatever,
weird.
bro. Like, yo, yo,
Yo, that geeks. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these were really close. I don't think you can confidently say one person is really that far ahead of the other, honestly speaking.
all right,
Like this one was very, very tight. But
go on.
cool. On to the next one. Next category is rank these players based off who is the best finisher. And I think I'm gonna ruffle
On a
some
roll, bro.
feathers with this one.
Us.
This guy, bro. I didn't even get that.
Karim Benzema, Robert Lewandowski, Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero, and Luis Suarez.
Okay. My number 5 is Karim Benzema.
Number 5 is Sergio Con Aguero.
You are bugging.
I'm not
You are
bugging at
bugging.
all. I'm not bugging.
Benzema is clearly last.
There's only one
My
Ballon
number
d'Or winner.
4. Are we basing players based off who's the better player or peaks or who's the best finisher?
Listen, bro, I'm gonna just
Stop,
talk about
bro.
that then. Who's your 4?
All right. My number 4 is Luis Suarez.
Number 4 for me is you're gonna be upset. Harry Kane.
Yo, you're lying. Nah,
Gotta
I'm
do
not
what you
having
gotta
that. I'm not gonna lie. My number 3 is Sergio Aguero.
Number 3 for me is Luis Suarez.
Okay, I mean, respectable. Can't really argue with that. My number 2 is Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you in that too. Robert
Okay.
Lewandowski. Robert
You're not
Lewandowski.
complete bot.
Yeah.
My number 1, and I can't believe you put him at 4th or wherever you put him, Harry Kane.
See, the thing is, like, bro, really all 4, or actually, my number 1 is Karim Benzema. Listen to me.
What?
And before y'all get to
Nah,
going on,
bruh, nah.
أقسم برب الكعبة, bro. I swear on everything.
Nah, this is Muslim bias right here. This is Muslim bias.
That Champions League run that they had in 2022, bro, when he won the Ballon d'Or, or was it no 2022?
I think
That
so, yeah.
was the greatest Champions League performance from start to finish I have ever seen from a player. Wallahi, bro, wallahi, no questions about it.
Now, fair enough.
Like,
I'm not
bro,
gonna lie.
he won the Ballon d'Or straight off finishing, bro. It wasn't like because he was doing all this other stuff or no, bro. It was because he was taking chances that people looked at and we were like, how did you even score from there? Like, it like half chances, if that, and
No.
scoring. You don't
I mean,
get, bro, fish don't get rewarded for swimming, bro. Because Harry Kane is in on goal and he's scoring the ball, or because Robert Lewandowski shoots the ball and scores, or Luis Suarez, like, yeah, bro, they got goal catalogs. Don't get me wrong, bro. But at the end of the day, you're a striker. You're supposed to finish. What impresses me by finishing is if you take a chance that nobody would take and score it. And look at the three effect, right foot, left foot, header, whatever, bro. I've seen this dude score everything, bro. Everything.
Nah, I
And he
think
won the best player in the world because of that. Not because he was
Nah.
defending, not because he was a midfielder, he was possession heavy, not because of none of that. Strictly because he was scoring goals. If he didn't have that Champions League campaign in 2022, wallah, he doesn't win the Ballon d'Or easily.
I mean, that's obvious, but he was the focal point for Real Madrid. He was doing a lot more than scoring, in my opinion, and he was class in his finishes like that season, especially in the Champions League. He was dunking on Chelsea. He dunked on Man City too. Like I know firsthand. Like I was firsthand experiencing his finishing. But when you look at his goal record compared to the other players in this list, and also just the longevity of like how well these players did over a sustained period, not just one season like you're referring to, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like Lewandowski, Kane, all these players are better finishers. They are finishing a
When they get a
1v1
Ballon d'Or,
before
let me know.
Benzema. Huh?
When they get a Ballon d'Or, let me know.
Yo, see, you're letting that hold too much weight, bro. Like, nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
What do
gonna
you
have
argue
to
with that?
strongly disagree. I really want to know what people say in the comments. I hope, this goes viral so I can actually see a real debate about this because I really think that Benzema should be last in this list. Like,
Let me know when one of them gets a Ballon d'Or. Let me know when Sergio Aguero
hey,
loses 40 pounds because he's sitting on the eating a
all
cheeseburger
right,
right
not
now.
too much, bro. We're gonna have
Yeah.
problems.
All right, come on.
Uh,
All right, so the
um,
next one we got is who has the best first touch? The list of players is Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Neymar, Karim Benzema, and Eden Hazard. This one's a little tricky, but I think there's
this
a
one's
pretty
tricky.
clear one and two. The rest were a little bit, in my opinion, difficult.
Yeah, I think we have the same one and two, hopefully. But my
Hopefully.
number five is unfortunately for you, Eden Hazard.
My number five is Karim Benzema.
Really? Okay.
Of this list, yeah.
It's not crazy, but yeah, I have my number four as Bernardo Silva.
Number four for me is Eden Hazard.
Okay. My number
And I'm
three,
biased.
respect, respect. My number three is Kareem Benzema.
Number three for me is Bernardo Silva.
I low-key could have switched those, like looking at it now, but I'm gonna stick with it. My number two is Riyad Mahrez.
Number two for me, believe it or not, is Neymar Jr.
Oh, really? Fair enough. And I guess that kind of tells us our number ones. My number one is Neymar.
Number one for me is Riyad Mahrez. And don't get me wrong in the comments of, oh, I think Mahrez is better than Neymar. Neymar is like one of my favorite players ever, but I'm telling you, just off of like whose first touch is just like something
Clean.
out of like, fictitious almost. It's Mahrez, bro. Let's be real. Let's be
Yeah,
real for a second. Like he be dead
I
in
respect.
everything.
That's
In
OC.
retrospect, we low key should have put Marcelo on this list too, because Marcelo had a first touch, bro.
Yeah,
Marcelo
that's
played
fair.
good. Marcelo had one as well, but yeah, I mean Neymar like after the first touch would do, magic, bro, magic for sure. But
Yeah, just like Hazard.
yeah, and Hazard as well. Hazard would do magic as well, but just being solely off of the first touch of like, yo, distribution from a keeper that's 7 yards and way
Yeah.
in the air, and you just dead the ball, bro. It's not even spinning. It's right there at your foot. Come on, bro. I'm not even a City fan. I gotta give it to Mahrez, bro. No question
Yeah,
about
not fair. Nah, it was tricky, but I think a first touch is more than just, you taking a long ball down. So that's why I kind of put Neymar above because I feel like, if he's given a ball that's fizzled into him, like his first touch is like low key, like top notch. Like
Bro,
I feel like he has a little bit
pull up the
more,
clip from that Leicester back when Mar was at Leicester, that way long ball that he took,
and then he first
didn't
time
even
pass.
get it, just first timed right to into Vardy's stride and Vardy
I
back.
know that was versus Man City actually.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
that
God. I
was
seen that and I
insane,
was like, yeah,
bro.
this dude's different gravy,
He didn't
bro.
even look like he was trying. It was actually
Different
crazy.
gravy, bro. Different gravy. All
But
right, cool.
cool.
Last category of the day.
All right, I can do that one. Who is the best 1v1 defender out of these five players? Antonio Rudiger, Kyle Walker, William Saliba, Reece James, and Virgil van Dijk. You want to go with your
Cool.
first or your fifth
Number five for
place?
me is Antonio Rudiger.
Right on. Antonio Rudiger is my number five as well.
All right, cool. I low-key have this listed in order for me, but I don't know if it's the same for you. But number four for me is Kyle Walker.
Okay. I have Reece James as number four. That's
You
not
just
crazy.
don't like Chelsea players.
That's not true.
A healthy Reece James is one of the best players on the planet.
No, he is, but 1v1 defending. Walker is one
Who's
of the only
beating him?
players in the world.
Nobody beats him 1v1, bro.
They don't, but I think there's a reason why
I've
Walker
seen,
is
bro.
like the
I've
designated man for England when they play against a world class winger. When they play against an Mbappe, Kyle Walker starting, not Reece James,
Look
not
at what
Arnold.
Mbappe did to him, bro.
To Walker,
Hmm.
he be handling that most of the time. Pause.
Look what Traore did to him, bro.
I mean, that was after he
Traore
passed
put him
his
in the
peak.
dust, bro.
That was when he was past his peak. You can't judge him based
Look at you
off
making excuses,
for a
bro.
season.
Look at you
All
making
right, bro.
excuses.
All
All
right,
right,
on to
cool.
the
Who's your
next.
three?
Kyle Walker.
Number three for me is William Saliba.
Okay.
I think Gabriel is a better
Respect it.
1v1 defender, to be honest, of those two, but
Nah,
whatever.
you think so? I don't know. I was looking at them. I was like, I feel like I would rather have Saliba in here, but cool. My number two is William Saliba.
Number two for me is Reece James.
Okay. Honestly, I really think that's too high up, but my number one is, drum roll please, everyone's pick, Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil van Maguire. Man, I'm gonna have
This
to get
season, yeah.
Van Dijk. Definitely a little bit of drop off in form, but there's a reason why they are putting him in the conversation for the best Premier League defender of all time. So
Yeah.
speaks for itself. I think he does his due and commands the back line. So that one I think is pretty unanimous. But yeah, all right, that was fun. That
That
was fun.
was
We gotta do
that,
that
that
more.
was fun.
That
Yeah,
was
nah,
fun. That was
that
fun.
was,
I
that
hope
was, that
people
was a
like
good one.
this in the comments. Yeah, please make sure to engage with this if you guys are digging this kind of content. Let us know if you guys have any other fun segments that you want us to do or any other comparisons that you want. Um, yeah, that being said, I don't want to yap on too long. I know we're right at 20 minutes, so appreciate you all for tuning in to episode 21, and we'll be back next week with episode 22.
All right.
FootyFiles out. Love.